Turn it.
All right, well, you hear the music. You know the man's here. It's Brian from the Lido for his first appearance of 2025. How are you, sir?
Sounds like you should have a drone. I'm doing good. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year. You took a little bit of a vacation, which is well-deserved because you're a busy guy, especially around the Christmas
I like
season.
to take first little bit of January and go down to Puerto Vallarta and see some sunshine and get some rays and
And you did.
Time off.
You look like a little darker.
We came back a little. Of all the time we've been going down there for the last 18 years, this is probably the worst weather we've had.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was. It's not nice. Well, I don't know if you saw the weather this morning. Florida expecting 4 inches of snow.
Oh my goodness!
It's everywhere. It's like you look at the resorts and they're all covered with white stuff. We did not have any white stuff in Puerto Vallarta.
But I assume rain then, eh?
Just overcast, windy, cold.
Yeah. That's not what you want when you go to a warm destination.
True, but we do different things.
Yeah.
You know, we go see more things when it's that kind of temperature. We did the Boca Walk, which was totally awesome. My brother-in-law and sister came with us this time. Mm-hmm. It was a really, really good, relaxing holiday. You know, you eat, you drink, you get lots of sleep, and we just love it there.
You're just outside of your regular routine and away from most of the hassles of regular life. So,
and the first 10 days were without, and then we went on a walk.
Nice.
And we found. I would say, you know, I don't know if you remember the story of how we ended up coming across Luna, but we came across a new gal.
Oh,
Millie.
Yeah.
And you know, you just can't look away, or you shouldn't. I mean, I never judge someone for whatever
we're
position
talking about
they're
a
in.
dog, by the way, in case you.
Oh
don't
yes,
know the story.
not
Just
a
to
human.
Be clear, you
we named her Millie, but
met a new doggy.
just super sick.
Yeah.
You know, we're talking about days away from passing away, and we just, you know what, let's see if we can do something about it. So the last 3-4 days of the holiday, we're going back and forth to the vet and seeing if we can help this old girl. They figure she was about 10.
Yeah.
And it's interesting, the dog community or the pet community, you know, everybody's online, they're all helping each other out, and we found a guy, Jonathan, in Puerto Vallarta, and so he's taken her in as a foster, and he's making sure she makes it to her vet appointments and that, and
sort of overseeing her convalescence. If I could use a long word,
you know, if we could have, we would have put her on a plane and flew her back here and helped her, but we can only do this from afar because we found her 4 days before we ended up coming back to Canada.
Yeah.
And then this lady from California reaches out and she says, if and when she's good enough to travel. She's got 5 acres in California, got a 10-year-old dog that could use a buddy. And so it's just really heartwarming to see the community of everywhere, even Fort St. John. I was watching, you know, Trevor on his Bone and Biscuit
best buddy
interviews. Yeah, you know, and it's a good thing. It really warms your heart. And dogs are certainly, they don't ask anything. They'll love you whether you're nice to them or not.
Yeah.
But
I mean, you usually bring Luna here, and Luna's out in the Moose FM office right now. Everyone. I think I heard when you walked in, everyone was like, "Hey!" And I probably assumed they were like.
No, that A was followed by Luna.
Yeah.
And then,
Luna!
Brian's here too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Brian, how was your vacation? Anyway, Luna. Luna kind of wanders over.
She goes office to office, gets all her pets and love and stuff. Yeah, she knows how to do it. I think maybe that's how she survived all those years in the street in Puerto Vallarta as well. Mm-hmm. She's got that little head move where she nudges you in the thigh and oh, sure, I'll give you this leftover taco or whatever, you know.
I mean, we've got
a beautiful dog. I love her.
We've got a brand new news director, Frankie, and I assume that Frankie has been introduced to Luna before they'll be introduced to you. So
it'll be fun because Frankie won't know. All of a sudden, Luna will just walk in the door. Probably like,
I assume that's
where did this come from? Yeah.
The other people in there will be like, "Hey, Luna," and Frank will be like, "There's just a dog wandering around in Moose 7." Like, yeah, that's what we do here. So,
well, as a pet, it goes. I can't see a moose wandering around here. That may be a little rambunctious for you guys. So.
Yeah, like where do you keep a moose?
Yeah.
We don't have enough
on the
room for
loose.
the people here. Moose on the loose. There it is.
At Christmas time, we actually had some fundraising opportunities, and we were able to donate money to some local charities, Better at Home, Forgotten Felines, and On Our Way Home Animal Rescue. And so it's neat that everything kind of all fits together, and we were able to do that. And having the Lido has allowed us to do, not just animal assistance and raising money for causes. It's sports teams. It's a lot.
Yeah.
And we're proud of what we're able to do.
I know you've got an event coming up. I'm not sure if this is on your list, but for the it's a Europe trip, if I remember right, for the high school students.
Yes.
Yeah. It's one of the things you got coming up.
Oh gosh, yeah. That's the North Peace Senior Secondary Trivia Night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's on actually on February 8th. But before that, and if I don't go chronological order at my age, I'll forget all sorts of
Brian.
things. But no worries. Well, I wanted to also make a quick mention about this organization called the Sula Society. And if anybody has their phones out there, just Google it. And it's such a warm-hearted thing, and I wanted to make sure that everybody knew about these people.
Yeah. Their name again, Brian?
Sula Society, SULA.
Okay.
Just Google it, and Lisa from there is amazing. She came over from Britain, found a dog, and then her and her parents decided to start this society. They got a nice acreage way out in the country, and right now they have had 280 dogs. They just did a 23-dog rescue.
Wow.
So now they're at 303 dogs that they do assist, feed, clean kennels every day after day. And we went there with my family. We actually walked dogs with them for the entire day, and it's awesome. And what they do, Cindy and I could never go to that extreme, but being able to help out financially and by giving them time, able to adopt animals through there, it's awesome. But again, it's not the Bone and Biscuit show, but I would love to saddle up and partner up with Trevor to do something. We've laughed about a doggy date night at the Lido, where the families that are thinking about getting a pet, maybe they come to the Lido and we have a pet in each one of our boxes, and they can go and spend 10 minutes with the animal and do a little, it's almost like a zoo-like kind of a feeling, but just doing things different to assist with the cause, right? So Trev, if you're out there listening, let's put a little something together. Doggy date night.
Almost like a speed dating, but for adoption.
Yeah.
In a sense. Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Pet
at the end you
adoption.
can decide whether you see something you like, see a dog that you might
like. Yeah.
because it's about, as soon as you touch them you have a feeling, and Millie came right up to Sin, just walked right up there, and just the look in the eyes and that, and we just couldn't resist. But business at hand, my man. It just it warms my heart even just talking about it. So
absolutely.
January 29th, I was coming over this morning, had the radio on, and listened to your and Jojo Mason's interview. Super cool.
Yeah.
And
he's an awesome guy.
He was here with Bamford, right?
Yes, back in 2018.
2018,
was, I think the only other time he's been here. But I mean, he's only been in the music business for like 10 years. So,
I know, and he's doing so well.
Yeah.
He's got
6 top 10 hits. That's nothing to sneeze at. So.
He's got the shtick. He's got the thing going on, and we're lucky to have him coming. He's actually presenting with and opening for Stephen Lee Olson, another guy who has the it factor. Whether or not he can take it to the next level, it'll be interesting to see. But we're fortunate to have him play the Lido stage. I like the position that we are geographically.
Yeah.
Prince George, bigger center. Grand Prairie, bigger center. How do you get there? You got to go through Fort St. John's. So it allows us that opportunity to book some of these artists. It'd be nice to have them on weekends when you can really twist off a little bit and not have to worry about the Sunday mornings or the Saturday mornings. But Stephen Lee Olson, he's got some great hits. Out of Yours is one of them. Raised by a Good Time, some cute names and stuff. And I don't know if you know this or not, but he co-wrote a hit, Blue Ain't Your Color, with Keith Urban.
Yeah.
And, when you do something like that, people notice.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know who Keith Urban is, but you probably...
Keith Urban.
Keith Urban. Yes, you do know him.
And I got to say, just by talking with JoJo, it sounds like it's going to be a party. Like, they're going to have a good time. They are having a good time, so they're just going to bring that in.
And it's a big tour. They're dropping everywhere. It's awesome. Paul Byro out there in the music land of booking. I'm glad that he picks up the phone and calls us when he does. Jess Moskaluk, he wants to book her in there, and
that'd be
George
great.
Canyon, Aaron Pachette Christmas show. We're looking at that. So there's things coming down the pipe. But we'd sure like to know what the people of Fort St. John would like to see.
Yeah.
You know, are there artists out there where you should go get, Theory of a Dead Man, I guess I saw a little bit of that going back and forth on Facebook, and they're saying, oh, the Ovintiv Center should have picked up on that. And there's a lot of artists out there. There's a lot of artists that, going back in the 80s, great music, 90s, now here we are in 2024 or 25 actually. And there's up and coming, but then there's still the good olds, right?
Yeah.
So you try to fill it with a diverse amount of entertainment that kind of crosses over and meets everybody's wants and needs. We just met with a group yesterday talking about something we haven't done before. We are going to do this here. Oh. Breaking news on the Moose FM.
Oh, are you about to announce something awesome?
Gin and jazz.
Oh.
Yes.
I like
the
this.
botanicals of the gin meeting with the beautiful sound of the jazz music.
Yeah.
If anybody out there loves the jazz and loves to play jazz but doesn't know where to go and do it, do contact us at the Lido. We do have a couple of artists that are going to fill the show. We'll give you a little bit more about it, but gin and jazz is going to be a ton of fun. What did I book for that? March. March.
March something.
Yeah, we're doing it in March. But going through, again, the January 29th, that is the Stephen Lee Olson and Jojo Mason show. I'd
Country
suggest
Night in Canada.
Country Night in Canada.
Yeah.
A great name. Dun, 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 dun.
Exactly.
I don't know if they can do that one or not, but Totem Preschool is doing a Parents' Night Out fundraiser gala. The Sweetwater Band's going to be there. They're going to be doing the 50-50 draws and silent auctions, charcuterie plates, all that kind of thing. That's on Friday, February 7th. So, there's a good opportunity to come out and raise a little money and do a little two-stepping, do a little rock dancing. Sweetwater crosses over all the genres as far as music is concerned.
Yeah.
Dave White and the boys are, they play a lot. They're a nice, tight band. Should be a lot of fun. Again, of course, you'd mentioned the February 8th, North Peace Senior Secondary School doing the trivia night. Mm-hmm. That's always a ton of fun, too. I'm realizing I am not smart. I haven't got a clue about some of this stuff. But, it's fun to see people and groups get together. You can enter as a team, but you can also enter as a twosome, and you'll be paired up with others. So anybody new to town who doesn't know where do you go to meet people, the bar maybe isn't your scene, this is a good opportunity to meet others in the community and just have a good time.
Yeah.
The city celebration, High on Ice, is coming up. That's a big one. The entire city is just, there is stuff going on everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's February 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th. We have partnered up with, and we've done this for many years now, I think 12 or 13. High on Ice has been going for 20 years. Man, time really, really flies. But
right.
So we've got Sean Lacomber and Damon Schritter coming in to do some comedy, and you can come laugh your ice off. You have that noise, don't you?
There it is.
There it is. I should have just left you to do it. I know you know. But they're going to come and have some fun doing a comedy show on the 14th and 15th. I was looking at the website. We check stuff while we're down in Mexico and just making sure everything's flowing. And both of those shows are about 2/3 sold out each. No, about half on the Saturday and 2/3 on the Friday. So if you're thinking about gathering a group of people, you should probably do that fairly soon.
Yep.
New event coming to the Lido. And it's going to be an annual thing that's going to be part of the High on Ice celebration. We have the one, the only Ice Cube Open.
Love it.
What is it, you ask? I'm glad you asked that. It's a crib tournament.
Yes.
It is, of course.
Always popular.
Well, it's not
tournament.
weather dependent.
Nope.
It's still the celebration out there. It's a little easier on, say, perhaps the older folks. Mm-hmm. Allows, again, people to get together. We've got some really, really fun prizes and stuff figured out for this. We've done it in conjunction with the City of Fort St. John High on Ice celebration. Again, the Ice Cube Open. Right now, I think we're at 17 teams. We can only take 30.
Wow.
We only have 30 tables. Sorry, we can take 60 teams. So we're about a third down. We just announced it. Again, it's a great night. There's so much to do in Fort St. John that If you want to find it, you can certainly go out there on the city's website and find out what you want to do for that particular weekend or any weekend. March 17th to 28th is spring break. We're making big plans to do things for younger people throughout those 2 weeks. So those folks that aren't going away for spring break. I just look at I should have stayed in Mexico. The schedule is big. Like, it's just so much stuff. And there's meetings. We got a couple of weddings. Yeah, in this month, and business meetings, and I'm really, really thankful that the Lido has stayed alive and stayed active and stayed relevant in the community, and makes Cindy and I very proud that it is utilized so much. And bring on February.
All right. Well, if you want to get your tickets now for any of these upcoming events, or you just want more information about the Lido, head to the Lido.ca or give Brian a call at 785-3011.
Wow. You've nailed it again.
I was sitting here thinking about it. I was like, what's the number? I don't want to screw this up. Brian, it's always a pleasure. Thanks for stopping by and chatting with us, and we'll see you next Wednesday.
Sounds good. Thanks.